You ever sat in your car, parked somewhere in the dark, hands gripping the steering wheel, staring straight ahead with tears in your eyes, wondering how your life ended up here, wondering how everything that once felt so full of promise just crumbled? Maybe you got that phone call that changed everything. Maybe you watched the person you loved walk away. Maybe you poured everything you had into a dream that just didn't work out. And now you're sitting there feeling like a failure, like life has forgotten you, left you behind. But let me tell you something, right here, right now, in this moment where it hurts the most, is where the comeback begins. See, most people think comebacks happen in the spotlight. They think it starts when the crowd's cheering, when the bank account's full, when you're smiling in pictures and everyone's patting you on the back. But that's not the truth. A real comeback starts in silence. It starts in broken places. It starts in those private battles that no one sees. When you get up one more time even though the weight of everything is trying to hold you down. Setbacks, they're painful. Let's not sugarcoat it. They make you question everything. They make you doubt yourself. They make you feel like the world is moving forward while you're stuck in place. But here's what most people miss. A setback is never the end of your story. It's just a pause. It's just the chapter where the hero you goes through the fire, and what comes out of that fire: gold, strength, growth, unshakable resilience. You were not put here to live a life of defeat. You were not born just to suffer, to struggle, to barely make it. That setback, that fall, that heartbreak, it was a setup for something bigger than you even imagined, but you have to be willing to see it that way. You've got to flip the perspective. Life isn't punishing you. Life is preparing you. You want a comeback. Then let's talk about what it really takes. First, you've got to stop believing the lie that your failure defines you. It doesn't. Failing doesn't make you a failure. Losing doesn't make you a loser. Falling doesn't mean you're weak. It means you tried. It means you cared. It means you showed up. And now it means you get to rise. Because every great comeback story starts with a fall. That's the truth. Go read about anybody who made something out of themselves. They all got knocked down first. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being rebuilt. Stronger, smarter, sharper, and more equipped to walk into your purpose. The problem is, most people stay down because they wait for someone else to pull them up. But your rescue mission, that's yours. You've got to stop waiting for somebody to save you and decide to save yourself. Because here's the raw truth. No one's coming. Not in the way you imagine. But that's not a bad thing. That's your power. See, when you finally stand up for yourself, when you decide that you're tired of living beneath your potential, when you say no more, that's when the comeback begins. It doesn't start with applause. It starts with a whisper in your soul that says, get up, fight back, try again. People might count you out. They might look at your setback and say, that's it. He's done. She's finished. Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them doubt. Because what they don't know is you're just getting started. You're in the gym while they're sleeping. You're working on your mindset while they're wasting time. You're healing. You're growing. And you're preparing for the moment they never saw coming. And when you come back, and you will, don't come back just to prove them wrong. Come back to prove yourself right. Prove to the little voice inside of you that said, I still believe. That voice, that's your champion. That's your inner warrior, and it's time to let it speak louder than your fear. You want to know how to turn your setback into a setup. You've got to learn the lesson in the loss. Don't just cry over what you went through, study it. Reflect on it. Learn what it taught you about who you are, about what matters, about how strong you really are. Sometimes the setback is simply life saying, you're aiming too low. I've got more for you. Maybe that job didn't work out because you were meant to build something of your own. Maybe that relationship ended because it was blocking the person who's truly meant for you. Maybe that door closed because it wasn't your door. It was a distraction dressed as opportunity. You've got to trust the process. Trust that the delay is not denial. Trust that what's for you will find you when you're ready for it, and getting ready, that's what the setback is for. It's the gym where your spirit gets stronger. It's the classroom where your character gets refined. It's the battlefield where your grit gets tested. Let me tell you something. Anybody can smile when life is good. Anybody can post about winning when everything is going their way. But real power, real growth, real breakthrough, that shows up when you keep going in the dark. When you still show up even when you're tired, even when you're scared, even when you feel like giving up. You've been through enough to quit, but you didn't. That alone makes you dangerous. That makes you powerful. That makes you the kind of person who can rise from anything. You are not soft. You are not weak. You are not a victim. You are a warrior in training. Now's the time to move. Stop looking back. Stop replaying the pain. Stop questioning whether you're good enough. You are. You always were. The fact that you survived the setback is proof that you're ready for the setup. You've got something inside you that cannot be broken. It might bend, it might shake, but it will not break. And the people who counted you out, they'll be the same ones asking how you did it. They'll be the same ones saying they knew you had it in you all along. But you'll know that it wasn't luck or timing or even talent. It was your decision. You decided to rise. You decided to rewrite the ending. Let this moment be your turning point. Let this be the line in the sand where you say, no more. No more living in fear. No more hiding your gifts. No more settling for less than you deserve. You've got one life, and it's not meant to be lived in regret. Take your pain and turn it into power. Take your loss and turn it into leadership. Take your story and turn it into strength, because somebody's watching you. Somebody out there needs your comeback to know that theirs is possible too. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take the next step. One foot in front of the other, one day at a time, and every single day remind yourself, this setback is setting me up for something greater, something better, something I couldn't even imagine, so breathe. Wipe your tears, roll your shoulders back, hold your head high. You've got work to do. You've got lives to impact, you've got dreams to chase, and you've got a future that's waiting for you to show up like the champion you are. This is not the end. This is the comeback, and it starts now. Let me leave you with this. Your comeback isn't some far-off miracle waiting to happen. It's not a lottery ticket, it's not luck, and it's not about somebody else handing you a second chance. It's about you. Owning your pain, owning your struggle, and making the decision to rise anyway. You've been through enough. You've cried enough. You've doubted yourself long enough. Now it's time to flip the page. Because the story isn't over. In fact, the most powerful part of your story hasn't even been written yet, and you're the one holding the pen. You've got to believe that where you are right now does not define where you're going. This moment may feel like rock bottom, but rock bottom isn't the end. It's the foundation. It's the solid ground where you get to rebuild, stronger, wiser, and more focused than ever before. So stop apologizing for your struggle. Stop shrinking to fit into places you've outgrown. Stop waiting for someone to tell you it's your time. It's your time when you say it is. The comeback starts when you decide, I'm done surviving. I'm ready to thrive. You are not here to live an average life. You were born to rise, to overcome, to inspire, to leave your mark. So pick up your head, square your shoulders, breathe in the strength you forgot you had, because everything you've gone through wasn't for nothing. It was for this. For this moment, for this fight, for this rise. Your comeback doesn't start someday. It starts right now.